Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one I've been meaning to do for a long time. If you've watched any of my favorite videos in the past, I usually always mention Agent Nateure's skincare line. I've been using it religiously for like the past 2 years and I absolutely love it. So if you don't know, now you know, but you need to go follow Jenna, who's the owner. I'm gonna link everything in the down bar as well as her company. She gives so many good health tips. If you're kind of into the same stuff that I like, you'll really like her account. And she's just very unapologetic. I really like her personality. She's pretty much the only person I always try to watch all of her stories. Anyway, someone from her company reached out to me because I think they saw a YouTube video that I had made saying I liked the products, and they offered to maybe, because she just came out with a new facial cleanser, send me some products. So I was just maybe expecting the facial cleanser. I opened the most gorgeous box last night. Like, imagine coming home late at night and your favorite company in the world just sent you a huge care package. Like, I was in shock. So if any of you, Kristen or Jenna, are watching this, thank you so much. I almost had, I had tears in my eyes. My boyfriend's like, whoa, you're really happy. I'm like, you don't understand what this is, because it's expensive products, and I just can't believe somebody would send me all that. They didn't even know this, but when Kristen from the company emailed me, I was actually on their website maybe 5 minutes prior, and I was, I had a bunch of stuff in my basket I was about to check out because I really wanted to try her facial cleanser, and then they emailed me asking if I want to try it. And so it just kind of goes to show you what you put out into the universe comes back. That always happens to me. My boyfriend can never believe it. Like, stuff like that always happens. And I just wanted to let them know I'm so grateful. I'm already a very loyal fan, and this just made me more of a loyal fan. Like, I can't believe a company was so nice to me. So if you're new to this brand, Jenna started it with a deodorant that does not have aluminum in it. So a lot of the stuff at the drugstore that's a lot cheaper, they have things that are not great. They mess with our hormones. So you should invest in a natural deodorant. So this is the first product. I saw it at the Detox Market here in Toronto, which is like a clean beauty skincare store. And what drew me to it, I didn't really know anything about the brand, the packaging. So the packaging is very bougie. Everything is black and white, or white in general, and it just looks really nice on your bathroom shelf. So that's what drew it to me. Then I started following Jenna, and I really appreciated her just being very upfront and honest and transparent about, where she gets all the ingredients, how she sources it, how other companies, probably overcharge for things that are not as good of quality. So you can just tell she's someone that she does her research. I know she's using the best quality of everything. So I really believe in supporting people like that. I think she sources a lot of the ingredients in France or maybe other places in Europe. But if you follow her for a little bit, she's really good to talk about all of it. And there's really good descriptions on her website. So if you're new here, a little about my skin journey, if you will. I have never had good skin. I was born with, I had a big birthmark here on my face. I had it removed when I was in kindergarten. I have a big scar here. I always got teased about that my whole life. So I've always had to wear what I thought is, a lot of makeup to cover it up. Finally, it has faded, but it's still, it's quite noticeable in person. I think in grade 7, I developed eczema around my eyes. And I know some people pronounce it eczema. I say eczema. I think it's a Canadian thing. Really, really bad. So I had this for over 20 years. I've been to every specialist, every doctor. It just kind of became part of my life. I got to the point in 2015, I couldn't handle it anymore. So I started really doing a lot of research and realized it was probably something in my diet and my gut. I repaired all that. So my skin really cleared up. Then like a few years later, I was pregnant for a bit, and unfortunately I had a miscarriage, but I didn't realize that a lot of time pregnant women develop melasma. So after I was pregnant, I noticed brown marks here and went to the dermatologist. That's what it is. So now I've been dealing with that. So I've been through quite a few skin things. Definitely, you need to usually fix something inside if you're seeing a skin condition. Where I'm going with this, I never really invested in proper skincare products because I just felt like no matter what I do, my skin is bad. If I buy expensive or cheap products, it doesn't seem to matter. Just nothing works for my skin. So you definitely got to work on healing your body from the inside out first. But the older we get, we need to invest in better skincare. So I'll go over everything with you. So we have some skincare, bath products, deodorant, and a supplement. So the first products I'll talk about are the deodorants, which were the first in Jenna's line. And I believe she said she started this on her own in her kitchen. She made her own deodorant with only a few $100s. And I love hearing stories like that. It's so motivating. I love supporting people like that. So it's aluminum free, no bad ingredients. It's not going to disrupt your hormones. You should really get off that cheap crap that's in the drugstore. Those things really can mimic estrogen in our body, mess with our hormones. So they've sent me 4 of them. I've personally tried 3 of them before. So I think the white one, the original one, is my favorite. The scent, all of this stuff is just lightly scented. It's just a natural scent from the ingredients she used. It's no bad added artificial scents, obviously. This reminds me, I live in Toronto and it smells like hammam spa. If you've ever been there, or even if you walk by, it smells like that, like the eucalyptus on the outside of the building. So I really like this. Packaging is so nice. So this is my favorite. My boyfriend's favorite is the unisex one. This is a little bit more of a masculine scent. So this is the unisex deodorant. This is my boyfriend's favorite. Obviously, anybody can use any of the deodorants. There's a rose one. So I had this one a long time ago. Let me just smell it again. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's just a light rose scent. So if you like that one, I think still the original is my favorite though. And then the sensitive one, that's the only one that I haven't tried. So I believe this is baking soda free. So if you know that you're a little bit sensitive to that, I've seen on some reviews that some people's underarms are sensitive to baking soda. This is free of that. It's a very light scent. Reminds me of, I'm trying to think. It reminds me of some sort of perfume. Reminds me of like a Le Labo scent, I think. Very, very light scent though. Very, very lightly scented. So I just wanted to jump in here. I filmed the sit down portion of this video a few weeks ago. I wanted to use the face wash for a good few weeks before I gave my opinion on it. But I will say I've been alternating these 4 deodorants, consistently the past month almost. And I would say, yes, this is still my favorite, just because I really like the eucalyptus scent. This is almost tied for first though. I feel the consistency is pretty much the same, just this is the rose scent, that's eucalyptus. And then this is my 3rd favorite, the unisex one. And then the sensitivity one, I would say that goes at the end just because I find it doesn't glide on quite as well as these. So like I said, if you're not sensitive to baking soda, maybe go for one of these as your first pick. And all of them do go on clear, I should have said, so your clothes will not get marked up at all. So this is a really weird fact about me and my family. None of us produce body odor. Like I never really knew what BO was growing up, which I'm not complaining, but when I got older and then like you live with other people or you date people and then you're like, oh, okay, this is what body odor is. I sweat a lot and I really get hot and overheated all the time, and I like to wear deodorant. It just is cooling. It makes me feel fresher. But especially my brother and I, no matter how hard we sweat, we don't produce BO. So I got looking this up, and it's something to do with the gene. It's a very small percentage of the population. It's mainly Southeast Asian and some European people. They have a certain I don't know if it's a mutation on their gene, something to do with their gene that gives you the inability to produce body odor in your armpits. And it also gives you very dry, flaky earwax, which is, I know this is kind of gross. That's what I have. Like, it's almost like my earwax is almost like dry skin, like really dry, almost like tissue paper. It's really bizarre. My boyfriend thinks that's so strange. It's just an interesting fact. So my boyfriend, he definitely has like the potential to produce body odor, and he really likes the black one. He said sometimes, like, you know, say at the end of his day, if he's going to the gym after work, he'll have to reapply it. But he said it's really good for a natural deodorant, and, you know, you feel safer using it because there's no nasty ingredients. My room at work would always get really like hot, and I would run down and I would put this deodorant on like 2 or 3 times in the day. The eucalyptus scent of that, it almost has the same effect as like an essential oil. I really like it. It's very like calming and soothing. It reminds me of a spa. It just does something in my head. Like, it reminds me of hammam spa. So I really like it. That's why I like it. So yeah, I would recommend the original one first. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the 2 items I don't have in my possession at the moment, but I've tried both of them. So first up is the shave oil. It's really luxurious. Definitely if you're prone to ingrown hairs, I would recommend it. I used one up. I've just tried this one once. It's really good, and I trust that, again, it has no bad chemicals, ingredients, especially when you're shaving down there. You don't want anything bad or heavily scented that can really mess with your body. So I would definitely recommend it. And it's just like, it makes bath time more luxurious, right? I just love like getting out of the shower and like you're freshly, you know, clean, you're shaven, and then you put a nice oil on. I really, really like it. It's very hydrating to your skin. The next product, I've tried this probably 4 times. I really, really like it, and I always see results. So this is the Holi Youth, the Adaptogen powder. So what this is, she created this with Dr. Will Cole, and they have a really good podcast together, so you should listen to it. So it's an adaptogenic fusion of herbs and earth medicines that balance your hormones, calm the mind, minimize inflammation. So there's spirulina, marine collagen, and pearl to harmonize the brain, while holy basil eases stress and regulates cortisol. So spirulina is a really good supplement to be taking. I would say when I have this supplement, I probably use it 4 times a week, maybe every other day. I like to put it in my green juices. I always show my recipe on Instagram, or a smoothie. So I will warn you, because there is marine collagen, it's not vegan, and it does, you know, like say if you were to taste seaweed, it tastes a bit like that, but when you add it into a smoothie or shake, you're not going to notice the flavor. You could mix it with water. I just prefer not to taste that, so I like to put it in a smoothie. I always see my hair grow extra quick, and my nails grow really, like, it's not just in my head, they always grow quickly. So I wanted to show you my hair. I don't know if this is like something to brag about. So this was at the beginning of quarantine, and then now, and keep in mind, I've had my hair cut twice. One time was just a trim, the other time I got quite a bit taken off. So I really notice a difference when I'm using it. And again, I just trust that they've done their research. This is universally a very good supplement for most people to be taking. Yeah, and I think she said she's coming out with a flavorless collagen powder, something to help with hair growth. So I'm definitely going to buy that. I feel like anything she makes, I'm going to buy. And just so you know, with the adaptogen powder, I bought it at the beginning of quarantine, and I just recently finished it up. So it lasted 6 months. I would say using it on average 4 times a week. You just need a small amount. So even though the container doesn't look that big, it actually lasts a really long time. So next up, let's talk about her new cleansers. So there is an oil cleanser that helps you take off your makeup, and also a lactic acid cleanser. So these are her new products, the cleansers. So you can buy each of these separately, or you can also buy it in a pack. I would suggest though to buy the pack. So what it is, it's a nice face oil as well as the lactic acid brightening cleanser. So what you do to take off your makeup, you put a couple pumps of this oil and you just almost massage it into your skin and let it melt off your makeup. It's really, really moisturizing. It doesn't leave your skin feeling dry at all. It takes off all your makeup, even waterproof. Mascara comes off really easily. I really like it. It feels almost like a very thick, fatty type of oil, if that makes sense. And then after, I really like to use the lactic acid, the cleanser, because I find this takes off the oil really well. I've tried using them separately. I would say you can use the brightening cleanser on its own, but if you're going to use the oil, use this immediately after to help
take it off, because I find this is so thick and almost luxurious feeling. You really need this to take it off properly, or you can use a warm cloth. It comes with a muslin cloth, so if you've never used this before, this is really good. The fabric gives a light exfoliation to your skin, so it's good not to over exfoliate, so this is good. This will help you take off your makeup, and it's really nice. You can just soak it in warm or cool water and let it sit on your face. So I'll show you both of these products, how they come out. So the oil, there you go. So even one pump is enough to do your whole face. So I'll show you the lactic acid wash. So again, you probably only need, let's see, probably only need 1 to 2 pumps. So it comes out more like, almost feels like a hair gel. And I'm gonna just add a little water to it. And you can see it just lightly starts to sud up. This gets your skin really, really clean. It smells really nice. And I find that this has really helped with my melasma, any hyperpigmentation. It seems to be fading it a bit, which is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be a brightening cleanser. So I really like this, and it's kind of special in the design that it leaves your skin very hydrated, so you don't feel the need to have to rush to put on lotion or oil after. It really, really hydrates you. It doesn't dry out your skin like some other cleansers do.
She also said in the morning, when you're not wearing makeup, you can just use the facial oil to give your skin like a nice gentle cleanse. You don't actually have to use the cleanser. So I think if you're using it that way, they're going to last a very long time. So next up is the Ageless Body Serum. I love this product. I think I've only had 1 bottle before. It lasted a really long time. So my favorite thing is like to shave my legs, and then when I get out of the shower, when I'm still like a little bit wet, put this on my body. And my boyfriend really likes the scent of it. Again, it's just a very subtle scent, but it just makes you feel so sexy and smooth. So this is really a good oil. I'm going to read. So it smooths the appearance of cellulite, stretch marks, scarring. It's good for dryness and irritation, good for acne. It improves skin tone, and good for hyperpigmentation. Has like a nice satiny, dewy finish. I love it. I also have thought, like, if I ever get pregnant again in the future, I'll put this on my belly, because I think it would be really good at helping to prevent stretch marks. It's just very hydrating, and I trust that she uses very good quality ingredient, so I would definitely recommend this. It's just one of those things, like, self-care is so important, and I don't know, it just makes me feel really good. Obviously you can get body oils that are cheaper, but I just really like this one. So next up, the Ageless Eye Serum. So I recently ran out of one of them, and so this will be my second bottle. Again, it lasted a really long time. You only need a very small amount because it's a serum. It spreads, a little bit of it spreads very easily.
So I'll show you guys the Ageless Eye Serum close up. So my only thing I would say, a little bit too much comes out of the pump, but I saw Jenna talking about this, and she was saying that they're fixing the packaging, so not as much comes out. So I usually just put it in my hand like this, just so it doesn't spray out too quickly. Just gonna put a little gentle pump. You see, almost that's a little too much, but it's like a nice glowy texture. It's almost more like a serum as opposed to like a lotion, how most eye creams are. And when you put it on, if there's any extra, I put the extra around my mouth or my neck, and it really gives a nice dewy glow to your eyes. You can see the sheen on my hand, and it has a light cucumber scent to it.
So it just gives your eyes, your skin, wherever you put it, a really nice healthy glow. Usually I put it around my eyes and then right here around my mouth. Usually in the past, a lot of eye creams actually really stung and irritated my eyes, which I thought is bizarre, because you would think it would be extra safe and gentle if you're using it in that location on your face. But so a lot of the time I would avoid eye cream altogether. I would just use my normal face lotion or oil around it. But when I saw that she was coming out with this, everyone was raving about it. I had to try it, and I love it. I mean, oh my God, I can't live without it. It makes a big difference, especially if you have dry, kind of like crepey skin, if you suffer from eczema like I used to, I think this would be really good. The first ingredient is cucumber extract, so it does have a light smell of cucumber, which I really like. I really like the scent of this one. So next up is the Holy Sex, the Intimate Oil. So I actually already own this one. It is really good ingredients. It's like warming, tingling. It feels really nice. If you suffer from dryness down there, it's good for that as well. It made me think, like I've thought of this before, I'm like probably those like intimate oils that you see in the drugstore or you can order online, like God only knows what bad ingredients are in there and it's going inside you. So you really want to be careful what you're using. But yeah, just from personal experience, this is really nice. I would recommend. She says she has a hard time keeping it in stock and this is pretty affordable. Again, a little goes a long way. It's very, it's easily like spreadable. It's very viscous. Yeah, so I would recommend. The only product that I haven't tried of hers is the coconut milk bath, just because I don't really like taking baths unless I'm like on vacation. They have a fancy bathtub, so that's the only reason. So that's the only thing that I can't review, but I'm sure like everything else, I'm sure it's really good. So with the Holi Trinity, you can purchase all the products individually, or you can purchase it as a set. If you can only afford one thing out of this whole little review haul, definitely the hyaluronic, the pearl toner. Oh my God, that is my holy grail. It's like an essence. It's not so much, when you hear the word toner, it's not what you think. It's more like an essence. And the essence is like between a serum and a toner. It's very moisturizing. Comes out in a very fine stream, so the bottle lasts a really long time. That would be my number one thing. Like my skin has improved so much. The only other skincare products I use besides this line, I sometimes use Biologique's P50, the pigment one for hyperpigmentation, and sometimes I use Weleda face cream like for my neck and down here, just because the skin, just from sun damage, it's a little bit coarse. So in the winter, if my skin gets really dry, I like the Weleda cream. Besides that though, I only use this line.
So I'm going to show you guys how you would use the Holi Trinity. So this is the vitamin C powder. So this is very precious. It's very expensive, so be very careful you don't knock it over. So just tap the bottle gently till about a pea-sized amount comes out into your hand, and then you're going to take the holy water. You can use this on its own, but I prefer to use it with the vitamin C powder. So again, this is going to brighten, tighten your skin. It's going to get rid of any dark spots. It's good to put on in the morning because it acts as protection against the sun as well. So to the palm of your hand, you're going to probably put, I would say, maybe about 4 pumps of the holy water. This will be enough to do your face, your neck, your chest. You mix it together till the vitamin C serum is dissolved, and then you just glide this over your face and your chest area. I would say for a minute, let it dry down. Then you're going to finish with the holy oil. So this is the Ageless Face Serum. This is the best face serum I've ever used. You don't need much of this. It has a very light scent. I'm just going to show you the amount I put on in the evening. So I usually just put a dot, maybe 3 to 4 dots, gently massage it, and then press it into my skin and neck.
So the Holi Trinity also comes in a little mini set if you want to try it. I ordered a little mini vitamin C ones, but the bottle is really tiny. So I think for the money, I would just get the bigger size because I went through the little one pretty quickly, but it is really cute. It's almost like Barbie size. So I specifically remember over 2 years ago when I got this stuff in the mail, I tried it and I went into the washroom, put it on my face. Within 30 seconds, I looked up into the mirror. I visibly could see my skin was plumper, tighter, lines were diminished. Like I could feel like there was a difference in my skin. I could not believe it. I'm like, what is this like witchcraft? Like it actually works. And then I got thinking, it made me think like, what is in all these other, expensive skincare products that you use for months, you never see any difference. Like, this actually works. Like, holy shit, I've never been so impressed with the product ever. I think I actually put it on my Instagram. I was just in shock. And then when I used it consistently, it's just, your skin keeps getting better and better. Your skin's like plump, glowy, dewy. I mean, the skin looks pretty good right now considering all the skin issues I told you about. And I'm closer to age 40 now that I am to 30. So I think definitely investing in proper skincare, the older you get, it really pays off. So if you have all three products, what you do, you take a few pumps of the holy water and you mix it with, I would say maybe a pea-sized amount of the vitamin powder. So there's calcium, there's vitamin C in there. It's very stable. She sources it from France. So vitamin C tends to not be very stable and doesn't have a long shelf life. So this is really, really high quality. This is good for hyperpigmentation, melasma. Vitamin C is good if you put it on in the morning. It kind of gives you extra sun protection. So that's really good. And then the face oil is, again, like, it's the best face oil I've ever used. Anytime I've tried any other brand, I'm like, why did I even try anything? So to be honest, I probably only tried one or two ever since I tried hers, because I'm just like, nothing compares, right? The oil is just such a light scent. It's like a dewy, healthy glow. Like, you feel very confident. You can go out without makeup. One good thing about, I guess, having to wear a mask right now, I find I've been going a lot more days without putting any makeup on at all. So often in the past, when I go to the gym, I always have about this much amount of makeup on, like, every single day. And I wear makeup to the gym. I'm not gonna like purposely take it off just to go to the gym, or I probably just won't go. But I've been finding, like, I just feel very confident when I use these products. I can go to the gym, no makeup. Your skin can breathe. You look like you have like a healthy glow. So if you're on the fence about anything, definitely well worth it. I will not come on here and say I like a product unless I'm absolutely obsessed. My boyfriend makes fun of me. He's like, wow. He's like, when you like something, you're fiercely loyal to the brand. And I 100% am loyal to this brand. Thank you again, Kristen and Jenna, for sending me this. I'm so, so grateful. This just made me so happy. This is the first time I've been out of a couple of the products in 2 years, and just for a couple weeks, because there was one other thing I was using up in my cupboard, and I'm like, I cannot live without her products. So please never stop making them. So there's lots of places online in both Canada and the States you can get the products. Here in Toronto, if you actually want to see some of the products in real life, I would say to go to the Detox Market or G Beauty. I've ordered from there before. You can also get some of the products on well.ca or directly from her site. And sometimes she does promos, so check her site for that. As well as, I find most of the sites that carry the line, you can maybe get like a 10 to 15% off coupon. So this would make great Christmas gifts, or if you want to ask for that as a Christmas or birthday gift, I think it would be amazing. So you can see by that review, I really have nothing bad to say. I'm a complete stan of this line. I know it's one of those things, like, people are very loyal to this brand. Once you try it, and if it works for you, which I really think it would, like, you just don't want to waste your money on anything else. So definitely quantity over quality. Just skip going to Sephora a couple times. Like, probably every time you go to Sephora, it's $50 at the very least if you're trying new products. Stop trying all this new stuff. I mean, you can only wear so much makeup. I would rather invest into skincare. I don't really wear that much makeup. I own 2 lip glosses. I own a clear one and a pink one. Up until recently, I only owned one. So just cut out the makeup, invest in skincare. That would be my number one tip. Sunscreen. I think she's coming out with a sunscreen soon, so I'm really happy and excited about that. I'll definitely try that. And yeah, stay out of the sun if you're on the birth control pill, or if you're pregnant, because that can give you melasma. So yeah, those are my skincare tips. If you guys have any questions about any of the products, just leave it in the comments below. Feel free to message me. I love it, but like I said, if you can only afford, or you only want to try one product, definitely get the holy water. I believe it would be good for any skin type, and that is just my holy grail product out of any brand ever. I cannot live without that. So just in closing, I would say even though these items are a little bit of a higher price point, it's one of those rare times in life you really actually get what you pay for. Even, for example, the vitamin C powder, the bottle doesn't look that big, but it actually lasts a really long time. Everything, when I buy it, I maybe only have to buy it maybe twice per year. It lasts a really long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you like this type of video. Bye.